Good morning, Ron, and good morning, everyone. It's Friday, March 20th. Here's what's happening. President Trump is not putting troops in Iran. He was asked the question about troops during a meeting with Japan's prime minister in the Oval Office yesterday. The president said, quote, "No, I'm not putting troops anywhere," adding, quote, "If I were, I certainly wouldn't tell you, but I'm not putting troops." Last week, reports said a Marine Expeditionary Unit with 2,500 Marines and 3 amphibious assault ships were being sent to the region. Israel's prime minister insists his country did not mislead the U.S. into entering the Iran war. Benjamin Netanyahu was asked that question today, responding, quote, "Does anyone really think that someone can tell President Trump what to do?" Netanyahu added, quote, "President Trump always makes his decisions on what he thinks is good for America and for future generations." The question could have been in reference to ex-U.S. senior intelligence official Joe Kent, who resigned in protest over the war. Kent posted the U.S., quote, "started this war due to pressure from Israel and its powerful American lobby." Pope Leo XIV has called for bishops from around the world to meet with him in Rome this October to discuss the applications of Pope Francis's document Amoris Laetitia. That was the late pontiff's apostolic exhortation on marriage and the family. The Holy Father said he is inviting the presidents of the world's bishops' conferences to synodal discernment on the document. The meeting is not part of the Synod on Synodality. The Archdiocese of Los Angeles has canceled a Cesar Chavez Mass following a New York Times report that the revered labor leader abused multiple young girls in a pattern of sexual misconduct. The Cathedral of Our Lady of the Angels has held an annual Mass in March to acknowledge the advocate's, quote, "commitment to the struggle for justice and dignity for all workers." But an archdiocesan spokeswoman said the Mass would not take place at least in 2026. The spokeswoman also added that the Archdiocese had informed the family it would not move forward with the Mass this year. And the popular 1993 hymn Christ Be Our Light by Bernadette Farrell and distributed by Oregon Catholic Press is the subject of a copyright infringement lawsuit. This week, jurors were given a crash course in music and a piano recital of the hymn. The suit was brought by composer Vincent Ambrosetti, who claims the hymn copies elements of his 1980 hymn Emmanuel. The suit alleges that the hymn has the same notes, key, and time signature. The suit had previously been dismissed but was revived by the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals last year. I'm Matthew Handley, and that is the news this morning. Back we go to Toledo. Here's Ron, Dave, and Pat.